Nick Holdsworth. He's at a polling station. Nick, voting started earlier than planned due to the coronavirus pandemic. What's it been like so far today?
It's been fairly slow. I was here at 8 o'clock this morning. It's now mid-afternoon in Moscow. There's been a slow but steady trickle of people. Early in the morning, it was people on their way to work. During the day now, it's mostly elderly people. What the Election Commission staffers are actually doing here today is that they're mainly going out and about visiting people in their workplace. They've been to a fire station so that firemen could vote from their workplace. They've also been to a couple of state enterprises so that people can also vote from where they're working instead of coming to the polling station. The idea is to ensure that people can vote without crowding in to polling stations in order to prevent a further spike in COVID cases, which, as you've mentioned, are still pretty high in Russia, over 600,000, and every day a daily rise of about 7,000, although it's fair to say that in Moscow it's a little bit lower than it has been. Opposition activists say that this is just an excuse to stuff ballots, and that when disinfection takes place in these polling stations, as it will regularly, that's a chance to stuff the ballot box. So there are arguments as to why it's been done this way, but it's completely unprecedented. They've never done a week-long voting like this before.
Nick, tell us more about why President Putin is holding this referendum.
Well, the Kremlin would say that this is all about having a look at modern Russia. It's nearly 30 years since the first post-Soviet constitution was formulated back under Boris Yeltsin in 1993. And Vladimir Putin says this is about ensuring that the Russian state is strong, that Christianity is enshrined within the constitution, that marriage is a union only between men and women, that pensions are paid on time, that the tax system is reviewed. There are about 200 points. What is not being advertised is the fact that it also will enable Vladimir Putin to reset his presidency and run for a further 2 terms beyond his current term, which expires in 2024, allowing him to run Russia until 2036, by which time he'll be 83. That is not being flagged anywhere on the massive billboard posters around the city and around the country, or in all the information that's been sent out to people's homes. And that is the problem. The opposition say that people should either boycott these elections or vote against.
All right, thank you very much indeed, Nick Holdsworth in Moscow there.